poor man. No job, no money, no cost, no glory, no help for poor man. That's what we know. We got major headlines, we got major story. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now, and I just wanna ask some question. Oh, is it based on money? All right, folks, that's it, and this is how we welcome you to the program this morning. Editorial review comes your radio Mondays to Friday, and my name is Stephen Rabos, and I'm here on this edition of the program this evening, this beautiful morning. Editorial review highlights major happenings from all of the papers across Liberia. And so this is your program, and we summarize a topic, we'll bring you live, and where we open the lines and give you the opportunity to call and make your point. Living in the street with our children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. And so quickly this morning we'll move to the New Dawn newspaper. It's Chule Independent, and this is volume 13, number 49, and this paper is sold for $40. The front page of the New Dawn newspaper says Supreme Court hears CPP demarcation case today. NEC warns lawyers, politicians. And the back page of the New Dawn newspaper, Transport Ministry employees rally for fair wages amidst scoring living cost. And that's it for the New Dawn newspaper. Quickly we move over to the Heritage newspaper. This is volume 25, number 355274. Today is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. This paper is sold for $40. The front page of the Heritage newspaper here carries the photo of former Vice President Joseph Newman Boaka, and it says here SVP Boaka post to choose running mate. At Fennel campus, Osa Monrovia protesters police clutch, and you see the photos of both police and the protesters here being posted at the front page of the Heritage newspaper. Quickly at the back page of the Heritage newspaper says President we identifies with Liberian Muslim during Ramadan, and then UFA President Safira underline seriousness of Barcelona referee scandal. You see the picture of the UEFA president also being posted here. Leave or else, Speaker Buffer Chima warns officials of government. Tamman Corporation moves to technology, health, education sector in Liberia. And that's it for the Heritage newspaper. We move quickly to the Inquirer newspaper. The Inquirer newspaper, this is volume 23, that's 33, number 42, and today is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. This paper is sold for $40 Liberian dollars, and the front page of this paper says parties to sign Farmington Declaration today as UN coordinator preaches peace first, peace last messages. And we see the picture of the President George Mano. We are being posted on salary reform at Transport Ministry. Government negotiate with employees, but we see the photo of employees and that of Finance Minister Samuel Tue. Here, government makes strive to extend electricity access. The executive director of LEC is also here, Sunny, and FL joined advocacy on any FGM legally. The back page of the Inquirer newspaper here says cut or devil falls, new drug substance causing death among youth. And at Economic Freedom Fighters Combat, Kumis highlights behavior change. And that's it for the Heritage newspaper. We move quickly to the News Now newspaper. That's the New Republic newspaper here this morning. At the front page of the New Republic, volume 13, number 282, April 4, 2023. And this paper is sold for $40 Liberian. Lawsuit hangs over government. UL and RAGP signs MOU. Mason University students discover dead in that part of Liberia. This is in Maryland County. Missing University student discovered dead, and this is in Maryland County. President Weah puts smile on Muslims' faces, running fast, donate cash and food kinds. And the back page of this paper, the New Republic says Supreme Court hears CPP petition today. And Public Works gives marketers April 7 deadline to vacate. Gonglo tours Maryland County, creates awareness ahead of the Ottawa elections. That's it for the New Republic newspaper, and we'll move quickly over to the Independent. The Independent is the Liberia's most investigative newspaper. Supreme Court hears CPP complaint against NEC on today. Embrace peace. That's the editorial of this paper. Says embrace peace, snap violence, a panacea to national development and progress. And at the front page says here, as he urges line up for BV registration, we are dashes out 5 million to Muslims plus 5,000 bags of rice. Where is Talo? Sierra Island expresses concern. That's it for the front page of the Independent newspaper. We move quickly to the back page, and the back page here says for peace and credible elections, CDC other parties post to information declaration on today. We are pledges pleased with non-employee to hot protests as their concerns are being addressed. Liberia lead fight against malaria. U.S. President Global Program acknowledge gain a new coin duration and its easy carrying. That's it for the Independent newspaper. We move quickly to the Hot Pepper newspaper, and finally on this edition, this is volume 6, number 11152. This paper is sold for $40 Liberian. And at the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper says, as tension march the lead up to 2023 election, Supreme Court faces first test of election case today at the Supreme Court of Liberia. And at the front page here, you see the photo of Mr. Elizana Cummins, the Supreme Court banquet photo, and that of the compound of the Temple of Justice. And at the back page here of the Hot Pepper newspaper, LEC to extend power supply to Grand Jida, Maryland, River G, signs public-private contractual partnership. I am not politically moved by protests, Minister Tua tells MOT aggrieved workers. NEC begins meal allowance payment for BVR staff. And major electoral violence threatened Cape Mount. Representative Bob Sherry raises alarm. And finally, for this paper, GlobalNet observe first anniversary. That's it for this edition of the program here this morning.
Ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take our coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with our children. Since the day he went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. Children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories.
All right, so that's it on the next edition of the program here this morning. And like we said, our concern going to be on the lead coming from the front page of the New Down newspaper. Supreme Court hears CPP demarcation case on today. We bring you the details of this topic and we analyze, open the lines. We give you the opportunity to call this morning and make your point. Liberia Supreme Court is due to hear a petition requesting to compel the National Elections Commission (NEC) to demarcate constituencies before conducting the parties in above entitled case of action or legal representation that the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia will hear argument in a said case on the 4th of April AD 2023. The ongoing voter registration exercise last month, the opposition collaborating political parties filed a petition asking the court to adjust the constitutionalization of the NEC conduct of voter registration without the demarcation of the constituent electoral constituency following the conduct of the national census. The nation's higher court set 4th April 2023 as the date for the rival parties to engage in legal argument in the case at 10 a.m. The Supreme Court wants the government through the Ministry of Justice and NEC to explain why it should not grant the CPP request. The court on Tuesday, that's Thursday, 23 March 2023, commanded its marshal to notify the authorities to appear and file their return on Wednesday, 29 March 2023 at 9 a.m. Which states you are hereby commanded to notify the parties in above entitled case of action or their legal representative that the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia will hear argument in said case on the 4th of April AD 2023 at the hour of 10 a.m. and that they are cited to be present for said the case has restricted. The court ordered the appearance of the parties nearly a week after the CPP had filed its petition to compel the NEC to demarcate constituencies before conducting the ongoing voter registration exercise made up of the Alternative National Congress of Mr. Alexander Kumi and the Faction of Liberty Party. The opposition CPP accused the Electoral House of attempting to conduct voter registration in absence of demarcated electoral districts. In a petition, it contended the following: that the conduct of the 2022 national census demarcated electoral districts should reflect changes in the country's population. The CPP said its petition before the Supreme Court is not intended to delay the 2023 presidential and legislative election. The CPP is not seeking the intention of the court to delay the election. It said, "We know that Liberia cannot wait to end up their suffering by decisively voting out and bringing to a democratic end the multiple failure in the leadership of the George Weah-led administration." It continued. The CPP said, like any Liberian, it is concerned about the constitutionality of the action of the NEC to conduct voter registration before the conduct of a census without constitutionally demarcating constituents within which a voter is to be registered. The lawsuit aimed to prevent the electoral body from conducting voter registration in constituencies that have not been appropriately reappropriated to reflect population growth. Liberia's population, according to the provision census result, stands at 5.2 million, an increase of 50.4% when compared to it was 3.5 million. This represents a population gain of over 1.7 million people in the space of 14 years, with urban growth up to 52% and rural growth down by 48%. However, the CPP alleged that if the NEC is allowed to proceed with the first phase of its nationwide voter registration exercise without considering the census result, it will be a violation of Article 80 of the Constitution of Liberia. The CPP has filed a petition before the full bench of the Supreme Court concerning the constitution of the action of the National Elections Commission to conduct voter registration without constitutionally demarcating constituencies within into which a voter is to be registered. That's it here this morning, and our concern has been read. Our concern going to be placed on a headline here from the New Dawn newspaper. Supreme Court hears CPP demarcation case on today. Like on the 29th of last month, the CPP, with a great concern, was able to file a complaint against the National Elections Commission, demanding the National Elections Commission to adhere to its constitution mandate, restricting them to force them be able to demarcate places. You are aware, every census there's a possibility of increment in population at a particular constituent or decrease in the population space. And so the CPP concern here is, for the fact that a census has been conducted, there is a possibility that an administrative district can be upgraded to an electoral district. And so you cannot conduct an election where maybe you have a population more than the voting space, within a particular constituent, and you deny those people a representation within the House of Representatives. It's a complete violation. So they have said, until the National Elections Commission can adhere to that mandate of the Constitution, to making sure that whether those districts or constituents that did not meet the requisite population growth to be declared an electoral district should be looked at. There's a possibility after the conduct of the election, because mind you now, they just in the census has given a clear picture that the population of Liberia after 2008 census up to 2018 census, up to 2020, the 2022 census, it has grown beyond the 3.5 million. Recently, we've been told it was 4 point some more million. Now we are talking about 5.2 million. So for the fact that this population has increased from 4.5 or 3.5 or 3.8 million to 5.2 million, there's a huge possibility that those areas that were being considered as administrative districts might likely be upgraded to electoral districts. And so if the National Elections Commission cannot go by the mandate of their constitution, then they will be depriving those districts who have increased in growth in population to meeting the standard of being an electoral district. It will be a violation to those people residing there. So until the National Elections Commission can adhere to that mandate and upgrade those constituents, district, electoral district, or administrative district to electoral districts, definitely there should not be the conduct of the voter registration, because you'll be having, or you'll be violating the rights of those people residing into those places. And so they file a complaint against the Supreme Court, petitioning the Supreme Court to file a prohibition on the conduct of this entire process, and mandating them to go back to their decision until that is done. And so if it is not done, it's being considered as a violation against the population growth of this country and that of the Constitution as well. So that has been the cry and request of the CPP through Honorable Mr. Elizana Cummins and the Belated Fashion Unit Liberty Party, who make up the CPP right now, and hoping that maybe other parties as well will also move in to joining the CPP, if you may. But as it stands, that is the cry. And so this morning we got a report that they have already arrived. The hearing of the case should start at 10 this morning at the Supreme Court. The full bench of the Supreme Court going to hear that matter and they pass it on. So if the CPP wins this case, then it means that the conduct of the BVR will be halted, and then they will go back to those various counties where the census was being conducted, they will resurvey to making sure that yes, the population growth of those areas have met the requisite mandate by the Supreme Court to be declared. Some of those places where are not being declared electoral district should be declared electoral district before the process continues. So that's it here this morning, and we will open the line. We give you the opportunity. What's your take on this edition of the program? Do you see it necessary? The complaint filed by the CPP to mandate the National Elections Commission to see how best they could declare some of those areas that may be met the constitution restriction or mandate of within the population growth. You know, we have 5.2 million people right now, and so for the fact that we have 5.2 million people, like for example, majority of those counties have more administrative districts as compared to electoral districts. Yeah. Like in the western region, you talk about Cape Mount. Cape Mount has almost 5 administrative districts, right? But they have only 3 electoral districts. So the remaining districts do not have the population growth to be declared as, you know, electoral districts. So these districts sometimes will be compared. You have one district like the Terroir district and that of the Commonwealth district made of district number 1, where Mamusoni represents as a representative. So maybe this the conduct of this election right now will tell you that the Commonwealth district will now stand on her own as an electoral district, and they will be able to elect their own representative. So it means Terroir and Commonwealth will not get together. Gawala and Terroir will not get together. I mean, Commonwealth will not get together to make an electoral district. Commonwealth stands on her own, you know, and where Gawala as well stands on her own as an electoral district to have a representative that will represent them at the House of Representatives here in Central Monrovia. So that's it. 0777 105 100 0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers to call. Be a part of the show. What's your take on this case filed by the CPP and the Supreme Court of Liberia mandating the National Elections Commission to go back to status quo? This call coming in this morning.
Hello?
Hello, the name of where you call from?
Joseph Williams from Johnsonville.
All right. What's your point? What's your take?
Yeah, thank you for your program. CTP has the right to take ladies to court.
Mm-hmm.
For both ladies and men to court for their handling of both the census and the voters registration process. For example,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to build a house, you will look for the money, you buy the land, you do your profile before you lay your foundation down. Ladies are conducted the census. How can you register voters when there has been no demarcation? How? It is not possible. It is by law. You have to demarcate before you register. So the voters you are registering know the constituencies where they will vote. No demarcation, then you are conducting a census. That is, you will disenfranchise a lot of Nigerians by taking them from district number 1 to district number 5, from district number 5 to district number 10. That will give the government the edge over the opposition. It is unacceptable and unconstitutional. And also, my concern is, where is the opposition? Where is the opposition? The opposition is the body that should be responsible in undertaking all these things.
But that's the opposition party that is taking a stand now. Maybe others may not understand.
We only have Yaka Koluba, Jaros Gilon, and Jonathan Sheko in the house. Over 100 and something lawmakers. Why do we have them there? Why do we have lawmakers? They cannot challenge NEC. They cannot challenge ladies. They cannot challenge the government.
All right. Thank you, Chief. Thanks so much. Thanks for the concern this morning. This call good morning.
Well, good morning.
The name of where you call from?
Well, let me say good morning to the ABC family. My name is Arvin Daniel. I call for the UN draft.
All right. Your point
Well,
quickly, Chief.
let me appreciate you for the talking point this afternoon, this morning, rather. And also, let me appreciate Almighty God for putting blessing to us, our voice to be heard this morning.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, when it comes to the single issue, I think our documents were in error. And the reason we on the document was in error, you will see the Supreme Court would definitely put our case for the altar because
Why you say so?
I think under our laws, right after the center, and in fact, the latest one police, they haven't come out with the actual result, and they haven't come out with the final result. When they come out with the final result, then they will
Which
send it
which?
to us on
Hello,
Friday.
Chief. Yeah, which one of the final results are you talking about? The census?
Yeah.
No, but the people no. Listen now. No, no.
They told me that was preliminary result, but that's what they told us. They said they haven't do everything yet. They will come out with the final result. When they come with the final result, they will be sent to the House of Representatives for them to actually to share the one of this is supposed to be divided. Then, if they actually, if they will send us to the House of Senate, the House of Senate will send it back to the president for the president to signature on it. So, that can stop the election commission from operating or function. So,
All
I
right.
feel the Kumu was in the round by telling the election commission to
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I think you're making some salient point, and I agree with you with that. Please leave from the receiver, my brother.
so,
Yeah, the name of where you call from.
my name is Ike Bobana and I'm from a Bali Island resident by Kushaki.
Okay. So you're now occupying the Balen Island, right?
Yeah, we are on the Bali Island. Yes.
All right. Let's go ahead.
Okay, first of all, let me say thank you very much for the second discussion. And let me say kudos to the CPT, the flag, and the passion of the Liberty Party. See, the issue with the child census report, I think the logical is looking at it is not an error. For taking the election commission to vote to demarcate rural districts who are going to the election, people going to the voter registration. It is legal and it is logical that once census is conducted, there must be a creation of new district, if possible, new counties. And you can ask your individual to go register, and the person don't know which of the counties will be registering if there will be a creation of new county, or even not know the district that will be registering in. And in fact, it will even go against some candidates also expiring for now that are waiting to contest because district. The possibility is this, like you go somewhere, you want to go there resources. And unfortunately for you, the place is not except for individual like you want to contest, but so at the end of the day, with the resources. So we are urging the Supreme Court to do the legal thing, to tell the National Election Commission to create the leader district, if possible, the leader candidate who the show of the voter registration can because the phase one is already missing. So the CPP is not in error, they are right. So we are also urging the Supreme Court not to get this on a political side, on a legal basis.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the point. 0 777 105 100 0 555 105 100 are the numbers to call. Be a part of the show here this morning. What do you make of this decision? But the CPP, especially through its political leader, Mr. Elizana Kumis, wants NEC to go back to status quo, conduct new districts, if possible, new counties. Let's call. Good evening.
Yeah, hello?
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
How are you? I say morning with you.
I'm fine. That is why we have a constitution. The constitution said after the census, before voter registration will commence. Now you do the census. It is provisional. The House has not approved of the census. How do you conduct voter registration? It is by law.
Like somebody said, I think the process had not ended because yes, they are brought it out. I mean, indicating all of the district's current population. But then I think it should now be before the House of Senate or House of Representative to concur upon it before reaching to the desk of the president. And think that now would be a proof upon and mandating the NEC or other recursive party to be able to give a demarcation of new counties or new districts, or maybe
My
upgrading
son,
those districts.
my son, we Liberians, we like to twist matters. We like to twist issues to suit those people who we like or those people who we support. We can see the reality on the ground. Because you like Mr. X, you support Mr. X. Because you like Mr. K, you support Mr. K. The law is there. The census should have been conducted in 2018. It was never conducted. And now you will conduct the census at the time you are coming to do voter registration. And then you want your position to accept your voter registration without even the census report has not been approved by the House. It is against the law. It is against the law. It is the law we are talking about. When we are talking about any personality here, it is the law. It is the law. What the law said is what we should do. We should not do anything to suit our own conscience or to suit any party. Look at the registration. 13 years, 14 years, 15 years, you have been going to register. Is that the law? Is that what the law said? Because you want the thing to suit you, so you do anything that you're not supposed to do. We are doing that destined to fail.
All right.
We are destined to fail. And we have failed already. The opposition is a class.
All right.
Opposition is useless and worthless.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I mean, so much concern here this morning. Lots of concern, especially where on this issue. It's quite important, despite all of us may look at it as being politically motivated. But I think this is of the interest of the country. Because right now you go to, there could be a possibility like one of those big districts, big districts here in Moserado County. You're talking about district number 16, district number 17, that entire Broadville, and district number 1, number 4. The places, maybe the census, through the census, people on our side may increase in population. You will not have one representative representing them. Yeah, like normally I make mention of the Western region because that's where I'm from. And my area, we have 5 administrative districts, and out of those 5 administrative districts, only 3 electoral districts. So you got 2 districts there that are being combined, extra 2. So one district, you see Doe, Suemaka making a district where Hajafata Sayon represents, and you have 3rd district in Clay district making up an electoral district where Mana Bishop Johnson as well represent, and the senior district, even the senior district, you have the Jacket N that was being proposed before to be an administrative district, that has not come to fruition. But the population on that side, because it's a concession area, the population on that side is growing on a daily basis. So there's a possibility that those people may reach the voting level of electing their own representative just from that area. It could be a constituent district, and at the end result, as a result of this census. So I think some concern here is all of the processes that involve the issue of this census should have been done, before the conduct of this voter registration process, to enable those people who have reached the mark to conduct the entire process, and be conducted, and then you will give the opportunity to the young folks, people who want to vow, who want to represent their people at the level of the House of Representative, can I have this opportunity, and the plight of these people will be addressed. Because you cannot have big district, you have one person representing them, then you feel or you think that can just be done so easily. You're screening that lawmaker too, actually screening them. So there's a concern, and we hope that the issue of the CPP concern will also be granted on today, and the Supreme Court will be able to mandate the National Elections Commission to go back to status quo along with the legis to be able to conduct this process in a timely manner. But mind you, this gonna be a little bit tough one for the CPP. 0777 105 100 0777 105 100 0 555 105 100 are the numbers to call. What's your point? Why your issue? Why your concern about this lawsuit against the National Elections Commission to mandate them to obey the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia? You have not conducted census since 2008, more than 10 years. You know, more than 10 years has passed. This call coming in. Good morning, Chief.
Only else from more question for our community.
Yes, Chief.
You know, the government has brought a constitution on since 2018. And now you see really to look at the sense of report, what there's a disobey of demarcation, for example, when you mention of the district number 17, as we call this the fourth bridge, we are going to say, as they don't miss where, all the way to full rule. So it's not increase.
Yeah.
Why is Mr. Abraham said the register, the people in the district, consideration. We're not talking about political land or party land, we're talking about Liberia.
Yeah. I think that the stand of the CPP is not about being political in this process, but it's in the interest of the country.
Of the Liberian people.
Thank you so much.
That's our one state Liberia.
All right, thanks a million. This call coming in from this angle. Let's see whether we can get you through here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Thank you, my brother. The name where you call from?
I'm calling from brother.
Quickly, the point.
Okay, the point is, I mean, yeah, really right. You will not just censor without demarcating of it. Then, after conducting the censor, you went about doing registration. Tell me for going ahead and like you are saying. They will expect from people who try to register and represent the district. I mean, it's not that bad. The government have to see that, I mean, trouble.
Wow, I mean, you making a point, but you actually cracking it. I don't know whether you could change your location, my brother. Just call us back, please, or you call the orange line. It could be preferable because your line is actually cracking. Seriously, this, yeah, I think it's a failure, a network failure. Seriously, 0777 105 100. The numbers to call 0555 105 100. The numbers to call. Be a part of the show here this morning. What's your point? What do you make of the CPP decision to file a complaint against the National Elections Commission for violating its amendment, the Constitution? This call. Good morning.
How you doing?
Yes, Chief.
I'm the Dakina calling.
Yeah, Dakina. Quickly. The process will be halted. The process will be halted, and then they will mandate the National Elections Commission to go back and start from where it's supposed to start from. If only the CPP wins the case. No, I mean not waste of resources, but I think it's just as per what the Constitution mandates, and so your ID card, you who took your ID card currently, you're going to stand. So the daily process again start maybe for a short period of time. We'll only be able now to give the background. For example, if district number 7 is being divided into 2 because of the population growth, then me you'll be in district number 7A, while the other party in district number 7B just that for election, and you have the opportunity now to elect your own representative. Thank you. Let me go to the call quickly. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
The name of where you call from?
I'm calling for upper power.
Yeah, quickly, Chief.
I mean, for the CDP, for the process within now, we are going to the election process. We're not going to like it. We say for quick. Nobody want to put the country at stake. Nobody want to.
What you mean, Oh, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, yeah. What do you mean by that?
The process.
Amen. Amen. Please, my brother.
You know,
Huh?
look at the voter register.
Well, I mean, sorry, I can't just keep you here. Your line is actually cracking. Sorry. Just change your location color. We got a few minutes to go. Almost 10 to 11 minutes. Just change your location colors. You will make your point. I think you are trying to say someone is trying to delay the process, and try to put the country back at stake. I don't think they think it will be done before October 10 election. It can even be done, it can be done. Yeah, just conduct the demarcation process after the census. You conduct. You say, okay, for the fact that the report have said district number 7 has increased in population size, and so we divide district number 7 into 2 now. So district number 7A will be represented by a lawmaker, and district number 7B will be represented by a lawmaker. Period. Pass into law. The House of Representatives, both parties concur, send it to the president, and sign it into law. That's it. Then Liberia move on. We conduct election. The thing continues. 077 715 0888 100. But we see what gonna be the request from the Supreme Court of Liberia after hearing the case today. What gonna be their judgment? Because there are other factors. I'm not a lawyer though, so there are other factors may also be involved. This call. Good morning. Yeah, Johnny. Say that. I'm not getting your point, Chief. You whether the NEC not know their job or what? No, sometimes there are other factors now involved. Like somebody said, the president had not signed this to be agreed upon. So NEC2 cannot go by it because it has not been signed. But then Kumi is not looking at that. Kumi is looking at the violation of the constitution because it's not a fault. The problem should be all the processes should be set before the conduct. Where after censor, all the process should be set before the conduct of the BVR. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100. This call. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, the name and where you call from quickly.
My name is Jerome Bailey. I'm calling from PZ District 5.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, the people, you don't do things and violate always our organic law of the nation. After every census, there can be a threshold set by the legislature. It's the legislature that determines the threshold, the number of people that want to be part of any district, any constituency. Before you carry on, before you do the demarcation first, after the threshold has been set, you carry on the demarcation before the voter registration. It happened in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
But what now the people trying to do over all the processes? In fact, I don't know why the legislature are determining whether they are comfortable with religion. That this census was credible. So far as they even they want to go and demarcate any district because the population has grown up. It's a gross violation of our constitution. We cannot do that. The CPP is 100% right.
All right. Thank you. Let's go. I may leave from the receiver. What are you doing? You in the noise. Mm-hmm.
But this is happening again. Look, let me make you understand something. We got 73 lawmakers. These 73 lawmakers, the budget already set for 73 lawmakers with 15 senators are supposed to be out on the road. The 3 lawmakers are making 88 people are
So
supposed to
so
be
so
out.
so who's supposed to be responsible for that? And why? So does it?
Everybody is supposed to right?
Uh,
Therefore, I just make you understand that. This is what we want. Everybody running, not the commission, everybody may accept to be passed into the law by the national legislature. After that, there will be effect on the presidential election. Maybe we'll have something we call by election. So everybody, maybe now one day should be developed for one person or 2 days for 2 people. They have election for them. They have around it. They say what presidential election now. They all they will take part for this. I tell my brother, we'll conduct the election. We'll see election on Supreme Court committee error.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I think the guy point here is we should not be able to hamper the entire issue of this election. What should be done is it should be done, and all of those necessary processes now will be done at the end of the election and be kept maybe for 2029 election. All right, so that's it. But maybe again, somebody may feel disenchanted. Somebody will say, "But my rights are going to be violated," and the population grow, especially along the southeast area. The Sando County will be told the population that grow in size. And so there are some of these places now that were being considered as administrative district will be considered as electoral district, and these people need representative. So if you can conduct election now for those representatives, will you conduct the election when the law has been passed by the legislature and that of the president signed into law that yes, the place should be? So until those people wait now up to 2029 for election, that's the point. Quickly, just few minutes to go, 5 more minutes to go on the program this morning. 0777 105 100 0555 105 100 are the numbers to call. Be a part of the show. What's your point? What do you make of the CPP complaint at the Supreme Court that is being heard before the full bench today? Hoping to also do a follow-up right after here to see what's going to be the outcome of it and how is this entire case going to hang up on today as a result of the hearing from both parties. 0777 105 100 5 105 100 are the numbers to call and be a part of the show. 0777 105 100 555 105 100 are the numbers. What's your take? Somebody said you know the NEC know her work, and then we should give them the chance to work, be able to carry on their activities. We shouldn't put any blockade to the process because it's politically motivated. Kumis then want be politically notified. But it's not just about that. It's about even you. Maybe when your community now be divided into two, the area district number 7. I'm just making mention of district number 7 because there where I'm situated. But right here, if district number 7 right here is being divided into two, you know what will be the benefit for the citizens living there? This call, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Be from the receiver, chief.
I'm calling from West Point.
Yeah, West Point.
No money now, no money.
Mm-hmm.
You let it go away for 2,000 now.
Ah,
No money in the country. Let it go away for 2009.
2029.
Yeah,
No money now.
no money.
So you know that West Point so to be there's a possibility right down there can be distress there. You know that?
But we get more lawmaker. Why they doing?
Eh?
We get more lawmaker. What to do?
That the reason why now the people want you to have your own lawmaker from that West Point there.
But let it wait for 2009.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Thanks so much. Somebody say we should wait for 2029. Yeah, we shouldn't rush the process. No money in the country, and we shouldn't put our government feet on fire to just do everything in a hurry move. We still got time, man. 2029 there. Those who have the ambition to contest and be representatives or be lawmakers to represent their people, we still got time. And I know a lot of young folks contesting these days. The last call coming in. Let's see whether we can just squeeze you in and we hang off on this edition of the program this morning. Hello.
Hello?
Morning, the name of where you call from?
ABC Radio.
Yeah.
This is Lucky J.
Yeah, Lucky G. Wow, my baby.
Yeah.
All right.
The whole thing about because of the postponement of the sorry, it was also happening since 2018 or 20. They are starting to be corrected. At that point, that what brought up this we are to this position for now. The delay is dangerous. Delay is very, very dangerous. That what causing this problem now.
Okay.
Today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lucky J.
Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based
All right, so that's it, and this is how we go home on this edition of the program. I'm probably going to be here on tomorrow, and I return back here on Thursday for another fresh edition of the program. Bye bye. Have a wonderful time.
We got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take our coverage. The rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses